Welcome to our new webcast topic, Future-Proof Speed Evaluation, Encoderless and Efficient. My guests today are Thomas Peters, Head of Application Sales, and Tobias Grabbe, Functional Safety Engineer. Thank you that you are here today.
Thank you.
And to start with, could you please introduce briefly yourself to the audience and maybe explain why you are here today for our topic?
Sure. So my name is Thomas Peters. I'm the Head of Application Sales here at KEB headquarters, and my team is creating automation solutions for our customers, and safety is one of the main topics we are working with to create efficient solutions that fits to all machines.
Yeah, thank you, Kristin. Thanks for the invitation. My name is Tobias Grabbe. I'm part of the R&D team here at KEB HQ, and I'm responsible for certification of our products in terms of safety, functional safety, and a functional safety engineer of the TÜV Rheinland.
Thank you. So I would like to start with the first question. What is meant by encoderless safety technology?
Encoderless safety is the execution of safety functions, of speed-based safety functions by our drives. These speed-based safety functions are given by our standard, by our product standard. Classically, it's safely limited speed, for instance, and the execution of those safety functions require, in the classical solution, encoder system to be evaluated, and the encoderless safety does not require such a mechanical encoder system anymore, because we are calculating the safe speed internally without the need of a physically connected encoder system.
Yeah, thank you. And Thomas, what does safety technology mean for KEB?
Yeah, so KEB is very well known as a supplier of automation technology, and for us, safety technology is one of the main core competences you need to know and you need to integrate into your products to create new machine designs and to make machines more safe than in the past, and also to secure people from injuries in modern machine designs.
And what are the advantages of encoderless safety technologies?
Yeah, the advantages of encoderless safety are, first of all, similar to the advantage of functional encoderless operation of a drive. That is reduction of costs in terms of startup costs and costs for the hardware. There is no physically connected encoder. There is no encoder at all, so you need to buy one. So that you got a cost advantage at that point, which is quite obvious. But there are also a couple of additional cost advantages. Unless you are not using an encoder system anymore, you also reduce the wiring effort that has to be done by you in your application. You reduce the EMC sensibility of your application, because there is no possibility to have EMC disturbances on the encoder cable anymore, or on the encoder system at all, if there is no encoder. And a third point is that we have no encoder-based issues in the application anymore if there is no encoder. In the past, typically vibrations can cause problems in evaluating an encoder system. That is not an issue anymore if you are not using such a system. Third thing, and that is somewhat safety specific, is a big advantage in terms of reaction times when we come back to safety. The reaction times are something that have to be taken into account on designing my machinery. And that is coming typically down to where to place fences, external mechanical securing installations, and so on, and especially their distances to the operator. And because we are working with our encoderless safety, on the signal layer, meaning of the power, on the power signal layer, we estimate the shaft position that is going to be set by the drive before it is actually set. And the electrical and mechanical dead times of your motor system do not have to be taken into account in your reaction time calculation anymore.
Yeah, thank you for these concrete points. And Thomas, in which industries or machines can encoderless safety technology be used?
Yes, so one of the main applications where we see this encoderless safety is, for example, woodworking machinery. We have a lot of machines where you have, during the process, a door that has to be opened, for example, and this door has to be controlled, that the motor behind is at standstill. And with typical solutions, you have to wait such a long time to make sure that this motor is really in standstill mode. And also this motor typically is not, there's no encoder included in these applications typically. And with our solution, we are now able to control these, to make sure that this time between maximum speed and standstill can be evaluated by our drives, and the door will only be opened if the motor is in standstill. So we are, with our system, much faster in releasing this door, because we can guarantee that the motor is in standstill mode with our technology, instead of waiting always the same time and always a very long time, instead of the application how we fixed it inside of our product. And this, so from my point of view, is a very well application to use this technology.
So you've mentioned woodworking, and are there other examples of applications where I can use encoderless safety?
Yeah, for sure. We see, for example, spindle drives that can also be used in, for sure, woodworking machinery, but also in other machinery like CNC applications or something else, where we have motor types where it's really complicated or expensive to use an encoder inside of the application, and typically not needed. And so we are able in these applications to use this encoderless safety to make the machine more safe than it is, or in an easier way. And also, for example, in shredder applications where you have also service people that have to work on the machine, and during this maintenance mode, for example, you are now able to make sure that this shredder will not go higher than a specific speed level, so that no one can get injured, for example. So there is a wide range of applications where we can use this field of technology.
Yeah, thank you. And Tobias, what challenges did you face during the development?
As like in all new constructed products, there were also challenges existing during these developments. The biggest challenge was the requirement of support different motor types, and we managed not only to support asynchronous and synchronous motors as classic motor systems, but also newer technologies like synchroreluctance motors or IPM motors that can be operated with the safe encoderless speed evaluation. And another aspect was that we introduced with the safety module type 5 also a different brake feedback and brake control system with the support of more than one physical brake that puts the customer into the position where he can use very specific and individual brake applications in his machinery. And as a new aspect, we also have now a brake feedback contact available, which enables the customer to have a diagnosis of his brake system, depending on what brake is connected, right down to the shaft, and not only to the brake control like it was in the past. A third thing was that, as with all safety products, the diagnosis was a challenging aspect to solve. with the different motor types that we wanted to support, we need to think of new diagnosis mechanics to implement into the module, so we can guarantee that the system is still working as desired and as planned, and to guarantee this with all the different motor types and their specific ways on how momentum building current is handled, and so on, to not become too technically at that point. We also managed to fulfill the requirement that we limit our product variants that we offer with the product, and we managed to integrate that into one safety module and do not have a huge number of different drive variants that is easing the situation for our customers in addition, so that the customer has not to deal with 5 or 6 different product options that he has to put into his storage, but can fulfill his task with one single drive.
Okay, thank you. And Thomas, how does KEB proceed in the field of safety technology?
Yeah, so I think at this point we now have a very good portfolio in the field of safety technology. We have encoder-based safety technology, encoderless safety technology. We also have the safety PLC to automate the systems. One big next step for us is now to integrate the encoderless safety and the encoder-based safety in one module, so that you don't have to choose. If you choose a product, you don't have to choose which kind of safety technology you want to integrate. This is one of the fields we are working on. And we are also working on implementing new safe field buses, like ProfiSafe, for example, where we now support for sure FSOE, safety over EtherCAT, but in the future also other safe field bus systems. And I think this is one of the main topics we are now working on, besides the integration for sure of new safety functions, and also the combination of different functions for special applications.
So I've got one last question, maybe for both of you. If you were a KEB customer, what would convince you of a KEB solution?
So from my point of view, it's a combination of safe products and how they fit to our portfolio, because we are able to create a full solution in the field of automation and safety technology with our own components, but we are also able to fit to other products, so that you can directly choose what fits to my machine from KEB, but also from others. And this flexibility is really unique. And so I think this is one of really the main topics that makes it really good in this term of safe technology.
Yeah, maybe from my point of view, the biggest advantage of KEB is that we, as Thomas already pointed out, we do have the products to solve the applications that our customers bring to us, but we also have the expertise on how the specific customer application can and should be solved in a specific way. And we not only have the capability in terms of products, but also in terms of support and in terms of troubleshooting when it comes down to your specific application.
Okay, yeah, so thank you that you were here today.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact us via email. Please write us an email at webinar@keb.de, and we would be pleased if you switch on again. Thank you.